back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, it's me, Bolly Bajo, the one and only, because it's only me. So today I'm going to be doing a little get ready with me. As you guys can see, my face is beat. While we just talk about navigating my 20s, I am smack bang in the middle of my 20s, guys. I am 26 years old. I have 7 more months of being 26. I have learned so much in this time. I just want to sit down and just talk you guys through all of those things. I do have some questions that I will be answering, so it's going to be a really nice, cute chit chat get ready with me, talking about how I've gone through my 20s, what things I've learned, what challenges I've had to overcome, and just what the future holds. It'll be a great video, guys. Make sure you guys give it a thumbs up in advance because I know you're going to love it. See ya. I didn't really want to come with like a whole life update type of vibe because that is just like I can't be bothered for that. I don't really feel like I want to come and give you guys a life update because whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's not every day a life update. Some days just get into it. Anyway, I'm going to be showing you guys what I'm doing. My makeup routine has changed quite a lot. If you follow me on TikTok, you'll be keeping up to date with what I'm doing. But if you've literally only watched me on YouTube, you will know that a lot has changed with my makeup. I'm going to start off with using the e.l.f. Brow Lift Gel. I also have it with the applicator, which I absolutely love. This for me, I need a fresh one. I tend to like to do my brows off camera, but because I have a new brow routine, I'm going to just show you guys what I do. Kind of just get the gel, don't be shy with it, put that in there, swirl that around, but also don't be too generous, like calm down, do you know what I mean? Wow, the first question is crazy. What's the biggest life lesson you've learned in your 20s so far? First of all, the life lesson that I've learned right now is that I am so dehydrated. I really should have looked at these questions beforehand just so I can have some sort of thought process when answering these, but trust the process. Yeah, that has been the biggest life lesson. Trust the process, which really for me translates to trust God, because sorry, like the process is actually God's plan. I don't know what else it is, but you need to really just trust the process. I feel like sometimes life doesn't make sense, but everything that's happening in life is actually happening exactly how it's supposed to happen. Trust me, even with the things that don't make sense, the things that you don't want, the things that you couldn't have wished for, it's just getting you ready for the next journey that you're going to go on. And sometimes you don't really understand that. How has your relationship with yourself changed since your early 20s? Wow, how has my relationship with myself changed since my early 20s? I have a more positive outlook on myself. I feel like in my early 20s I had a negative outlook on life in general, and to be honest, I used to mask it as being realistic. So even with myself, it's like, let's be for real, like of course you're not gonna achieve this, or you know, you're just so silly. It's a weird one because I wouldn't say that I was not a confident person. I've always kind of been confident and stuff, but I just looked at myself as I have to be realistic, and I was kind of hard on myself. I feel like I'm a bit more patient with myself, do you know what I mean? I just feel like before I used to feel like I was never doing enough. I used to feel like I'm not doing enough, you're not working hard enough, your life is clearly shit because it's you, rather than even being able to be realistic and looking at like the actual circumstances that have maybe caused me some hardship or some difficult situations. I had an extremely high internal locus of control, pops the definition right there, to the point where it was a bit detrimental. I wouldn't attribute certain things to like external, I was aware of them, but I always within me just felt like, you need to pattern, you need to do this, you need to do, and I just felt like I put a lot of pressure on myself on like maybe achieving certain things, even just as simple as like achieving things on a day-to-day. Like I always just felt like, even when I've done something in a day, and I'm still kind of like this, it's like, you haven't done enough today, you need to tell me that that's it, this is all you've achieved today type of thing. I'm gonna just finish my brows so that we can just actually focus on the video. I'm really excited because I've really wanted to try this H&B Cosmetics foundation for ages, the Silky Matte Weightless Foundation. So I'm gonna be using this professional primer from Benefit Cosmetics. This primer actually feels really good. When you want matte, you want your skin to feel like silk, this is what you want to be using on your skin. Really wipes away the shine as well immediately. I've not got to use it when I'm actually going out yet, but look at the way it's just reducing the shine. So how have you learned to navigate friendships in your 20s? Friendships in my 20s, I just think younger me was just so blunt. You're blunt to the point where it's a bit unnecessary. I had to learn as I got older that, one, I don't have to be the one to always say the truth. Different friendships can tolerate different levels of honesty and different types of delivery. That was something that I had to learn. I learned it pretty quickly. I'm not saying I'm only learning it now that I'm in my mid-20s. Even more so as I've gotten older, even just literally in this last year, I might have had to just relearn that again, that you know what, some things don't need to come from you. If you're a young person in a tight-knit friendship group where you guys have been friends for so many years and stuff, you might not realize that everyone's changing at different rates. That's something you need to be very aware of. Everyone is changing at different rates. Everyone's going through different things in life, which means that everyone needs a different level of input from you. Another thing that I've learned, and another way I navigate, is I let everyone be as you want to be as a friend, be as you want to be as a person. Just be who you want to be. B-A-R-B-I-E, Barbie girl. No, for real, like I just let people be. The older I've gotten, the more I've got to understand that we're actually all adults. I feel like everyone is exactly where they need to be in my life. Like I don't want more from any of my friends, and I don't want less from any of my friends. If you get more from friends, that will always be amazing, do you know what I mean? It's very important important to know and realize that as you get older, not every friend that you were like Peter Pan and Tinkerbell with, you're gonna have that, and you need to realize that you're gonna make new friends, and some friendships that you make might actually fulfill you more than other friendships that you've always had. So that's just also something that I've had to like learn and understand, and I've had to not feel bad for it. Like, it's just, and you know, also seeing that happen where like your friends have developed friendships where those new friendships might now fill in wherever you filled in the past. I'm trying to word it in a way that makes sense. It's just a reality of getting older. Like, friendships change. There's been some really nice changes, and there's been some not so nice changes that I've experienced in this last couple of years, and you just have to let people remain, and you have to also let people go, and you have to let people be who they want to be as a friend to you. Everyone knows what they want. Like, we all know what we want, we know what we expect. You know your friends' expectations of you, so if you want to live up to it, good on you. If you don't want to live up to it, that's also perfectly fine. I used this brush for blush. If you have this ISO Clean makeup cleaner, you can just actually clean your makeup so quickly and easily. Give it a little spray, wipe it on the tissue, and you're gonna literally have a makeup brush ready to use. I'm using the HMB Cosmetics Soft Focus Airbrush Concealer in the shade SF4W. How has your career perspective or aspirations evolved over the years? It's changed drastically, and to anyone that is in their early 20s or just finished university, a good 5 years down the line, whatever you thought you were going to be doing, you're probably not going to be doing it. I'm really happy with where I am. I didn't think I'll be a corporate babe. I'm absolutely loving it, but I really thought I was going to be a clinical psychologist. Then I thought I would be a child and adolescent psychotherapist, but then all of that involved me going back to university, doing a master's, getting a doctorate. I just didn't care enough about education to go and study for all those years. I still don't. I have no intention of going back to university. I'm happy to do like some professional qualifications and stuff, but I will not be going back to university like to do a master's or anything. How has your approach to health and fitness evolved over the years? I have fallen off. Like, I fell off, I gained weight. I feel like you guys can tell, but it comes with age, so you can't tell, because the weight that I gained that fits in the fall off category has really, you know, shifted. So I'm looking good. I'm a 26-year-old woman. I've entered stage 2 of puberty, of course, but I've actually got a really bad back. I'm trying to get myself back in the gym. I keep telling myself, okay, getting back in the gym cannot be about getting a big bump, because I was just about to be like, because I have it. The fuck? I like my body, so I cannot keep on making the reason to go to the gym be based on, that is such, what is this sentence that I'm forming? I can't make my reason for going to the gym have anything to do with my appearance, because I'm happy with my appearance. Even though, yes, I've gained weight, I'm looking fluffier, I like the fact that there's more to grab onto. My reason has to be more about my actual health, my fitness, strengthening my back, and just sorting all that out. Let me just use my foundation brush to diffuse my concealer. How has your sense of identity changed throughout your 20s? I would say that I really know, do you know what? It hasn't changed. I can't even lie, because it's not every day think you evolved. I haven't evolved, because I feel like I've always kind of been at my, not peak, but I'm always at the peak for the life stage that I'm in. And one thing that has stayed consistent for me is knowing who the f I am. Like, I know myself, I know exactly where I come from, I know exactly where I'm going. I've never for once lost sight of just my values and just the things that are dear to me, and the things, you know, my integrity has never been, this is coming way too far down. What? This is why you have to use the brush you're used to. This is gonna make my face look round, and that is not the vibe, but we'll fix it. But yeah, I don't lose myself. I know who I am. The things that I thought I'll be doing with my life right now, just the way that I'm living my life, is always the way that I envisioned it in the first place. There's never a time where I look in the mirror and be like, wow, is that you? Like, I've never compromised my integrity for what? I really can't even tell you what I would do that for in the first place. I've always valued my self-worth, my self-respect when it comes to everything. I've always just stayed true to myself, and I feel like, yeah, I am loving the woman that I'm becoming. I'm really becoming her, and I'm working on becoming her, being my future self, whoever I envision, whoever is on my imaginary vision board, because I don't have one. Just the woman that I see myself becoming. I feel like I am embodying exactly who that is. What's one challenge you've overcome that made you stronger? Jeez, that's a bit of a tough one. The thing about the challenges that I've experienced is that they're quite deep and personal to me, so I don't know if I really want to go into the details, but I would say I feel like the way I was catapulted into adulthood for me was the biggest challenge. I feel like I've had to learn so much by myself, which we all do, even whilst living at home. Like, some people they just be learning shit by themselves, and I had to be resilient. Like, I had to have a strong backbone. I had to always learn to be prepared for the worst. I had to always ensure that I had a backup plan, which are things that you learn as you get older in general anyway, but I feel like I learned it quite quickly. So maybe the way I'm wired now just means that when I make certain decisions, I've always thought about, yes, I'm making decision B, but I've thought about A, D, E, C, and I've also got X, Y, Z in the back if I need to fall back on that. I guess that's the challenge, like whatever. Wow, what goals do I have for the rest of my 20s? I just need to really just get myself in a good place financially, like a very, very good place. Like the life that I want for myself is a bit laughable when you speak to like an average person. They might just be like, lol, be realistic. But I feel like this is me being realistic. Like the things that I want for myself, I'm gonna get just that, and there's no two way about it. A big part of that is making sure that I'm in a very good financial position. So that obviously involves like property, and I plan to be a married woman. The heck. Do I want to use a brightening concealer? I do. I'm going to be using this Fine Art Beauty concealer as a brightening concealer. This is a step that, to be honest, you should do after applying your blush and stuff. How has your understanding of happiness or success changed over the years? That's a really difficult one, because I can't lie, I still tie happiness, and I know it's really bad, and I'm just going to be a very transparent person, but no, I was going to say that I still tie it to money. I really tied happiness to money in the past. It was all about money. Like, it is all about money though. Let's be real. Like, we live in a world where if you don't have money, you're actually pissed. I have the curve case. You guys know I live for this. If you guys follow me on TikTok, you know I'm an ambassador of the curve case. You don't have these palettes. What are you doing? Like, how are you even doing your makeup? What, like, I don't even want to know. Don't even tell me. So I'm gonna go in with this lighter one first, just to kind of bronze my cheeks properly. I don't really use bronzer, and that's why I got the medium one, just because I feel like the deep one is just for contour for me. But yeah, I used to tie happiness to money a lot, and to be honest, I tie happiness to the circumstance that I'm in, which I feel like is only natural. That hasn't changed. I'm just in a good place in life right now, so I'm happy. When I wasn't in a good place, I'm not happy. I don't know. I really can't answer that question, because I feel like that is where I still have some growth to experience, where everything is not about the external things in life, and happiness is really from within. I know, innit? I know that happiness is really from within, but happiness is from within when things are making sense. If we're gonna talk about money and all that stuff, it doesn't rule me anymore. There was a time where if like literally there was a direct correlation with, do I have money in my account? I'm really sad. Do I have money in my account? Oh, I'm really happy. Do you know what I mean? Now, whether or not I have it or not, there's just other things that I'm able to find joy in. But again, I feel like it's still also tied to the fact that I'm just in a better situation in life. So even when things might be tough, for example financially, or just in another department where things are tough, I'm still just happy. I don't know, I can't really answer that question. I have nothing like really impressive or wise to say about happiness. For me, it's still very much tied to the circumstance, and I just think that's normal. Those people that have just found like unconditional joy, big up them. And I feel like maybe that comes with maybe just being saved and giving your life to Christ or something, because I know like if things are shit, I'm not happy. When things are good, I'm happy, and things are good, so I'm happy. What have you learned about setting and maintaining boundaries? It's always been something that I feel like I have been pretty good at. I don't really feel like, and I haven't really had an issue where boundaries get crossed in my life, because I don't keep people around me that do that, and if that happens, you just get drops. Like, it's just part of the friendships that don't exist anymore, if I'm being honest. I don't have time for things like that. I think the most difficult part of setting boundaries though, if I'm being so transparent, is also doing that with family. I get that, you know, family is everything and all of that stuff, but you need to understand that your family is also made up of people. Like, they're just people, and sometimes there are people that you just don't, you know, vibe with. That's just life. It just is what it is. Let me just speak in general. You just have to just, one, letting people know your boundaries is very important. When someone does something that I don't like, I'm not someone that, I might sit on it. I'm not saying I'm a hothead and I'm just quick to be like, I didn't like that, F you. No, I like to sit on things. I like to think about how I'm gonna deliver a message, and it's not about being scared or like being anxious. It's just about, I need to know what feelings certain things actually evoked out of me, because sometimes, are you even hurt? Do you know what I mean? Is it this thing that person did that's pissing you off, or is it the fact that you were annoyed at XYZ today and they just happened to do this on the same day? But in general, when someone crosses my boundaries, I let them know immediately, like, oh, by the way, don't do that again. I really didn't like when this happened. I don't like to be spoken to this way. I don't like to be treated this way. Whatever it is that you, I need a bit more pigment on my face today. I just let people know exactly what I want from them and what I don't want from them, and the people that respect my boundaries, they stay, and the people that don't respect my boundaries, they go. Have you learned anything about letting go of friendships that no longer serve you? Just basically what I just said. Yeah, I've learned that it's a good thing. I will not stay in friendships that I feel undervalued. I will not stay in friendships where disrespect is the norm. I will not stay in friendships that just literally don't serve me, and I have learned that it comes with peace. Sorry, I'm using the Huda Beauty Banana Bake Easy Bake Powder. I was such a Laura Mercier girly, and I still am. I love Laura Mercier, but you see, Huda, wow. Put a bit on my eyebrows as well. Don't get me wrong, I don't want you guys to think I'm some like, I just burn bridges, like, my circle's so small and then you cut myself off. No, I love friendships, I love relationships, I love having people in my life, but people that make sense. Should I use Fenty Beauty or should I use the NYX? I'm gonna use Fenty Beauty because them NYX Buttermelt blushes, whoa, they are so pigmented. For me, this has like a decent amount of warmth. I'm gonna put a bit on my eyelids. You guys know this is such a staple depth for me. I'm really enjoying this video, by the way. I hope you guys are enjoying it too. What's something that you thought you would have figured out by now but you're still learning? Sorry, that laugh was so funny because that's such a funny question, but fam, there's so many things, everything. I thought I'd have everything figured out by now. I thought I would literally have it all figured out. I thought by 25, like we all did, that everything was gonna be making sense and everything was gonna be exactly how it was supposed to be and all of that, but it wasn't. It's not. So it's been a huge learning curve, just everything. Like life just comes at you fast and that's just that. Do you feel you found your purpose or are you still searching? Wow, calm down chat, it's a bit deep that. This Crystal blush from Benefit Cosmetics, I love it. The color is just so pretty. When I just applied that, look at that. I don't know if I'm liking this bit of my makeup. I feel like, I mean, I am liking it. I guess it's nice. The last thing we're going to be using is this Benefit Cosmetics Super Set Out Setting Spray. It just comes out as a nice little mist. My eyes are done, guys. This is like a whole different, guys, when I say, if you know me, where are my lashes? This is so different to what I normally do. I'm actually quite shocked that I really like it. I'm gonna do like quite a subtle lip just to kind of match the whole subtle vibe that we got going on here. This is a Made by Mitchell lip liner. This is the All Lip No Trip lip liner in the shade Glad You're Here. So perfect for autumn. They have definitely discontinued this Kiko liquid bluey lipstick. I love it so much. It's literally the perfect nude. Right now things are looking bronzy. It's complementing my bronzer a bit too much. I want it to complement my blush. I need to get like a MAC lipstick or something. Look at this. This is ridiculous. This is Morphe Drip Gloss drenched in the shade Wet Peach. We need to just bring back that liner because I like my lips looking quite lined. So use the Morphe, you're gonna see how the peach just, that is all for today, guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. This is something I haven't done in ages and I had so much fun. Really nice just catching up with you guys and just kind of getting, you know, just getting a bit more familiar with each other. You guys might not know me. I know how much I've not been posting on YouTube. So I just hope that, you know, this can be a consistent thing. We could do more makeup videos, more beauty videos. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up because it really helps with the algorithm to kind of push my videos out to new subscribers. Tell me what your favorite part of this makeup is, because for me, I don't want to say it. But it might be the lashes. Like, I'm really surprised. I never go for this type of subtle look with my eyes, so this is very new for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye. Mwah.